Yo. So I haven't really been talking over the last quite a few episodes, but I got my 100 walks in the season. So I'm at 102. I'm trying to hit 80 home runs, drive in over 175 RBIs, and I'm trying to win this Gold Glove, bro. That's what I'm trying to win. But this dude right here, man, it's like they not letting me surpass him. I guess maybe because he got those 6 assists. You know, but look, I got almost 300 putouts, man. So I might not get it. Anyway, let's get it cracking. I need 6 RBIs to surpass last season. I need 4 home runs to get to 80. I'm not really worried about batting 400. I did it before, as you see. And I would like to get over 500 at bats. Well, I always get that too.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next.
Yeah, we
Garrett
on a little hot streak.
Gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Oh my
hey,
God.
this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy.
So
and
we
that's
won 8 in a
something he
row,
really
and we
needs
going
to
against the
improve
Cardinals.
on.
So
It'll be interesting to see if that trend
Cardinals
continues in this start here.
Now at the plate, King Bishop watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
So you can know what I'm playing on. You know, it's Hall of Fame. You see what I'm saying?
First pitch on its way. In the air, down the line in left.
Yeah, I see what's wrong with that. Go foul.
Weaver is going to get there to make the catch a few steps into foul territory for out number 2. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs. The next to bat for St. Louis.
I've been hitting a lot of my home runs, man,
to
like
his
left
first
center.
cuts here.
Well, I'm hitting a lot of home runs to left field and left center.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hand.
In now, King Bishop, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1.
I guess for the next season, man, I'm gonna have to go to legend, man, like and get a full season.
Second with 2 down.
You know, I dominated Hall of Fame.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Chad Waller. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Bishop patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL.
It's not bad.
Standing in, King Bishop. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Three and 0 now. Nick Williams will be next.
Man.
Here it
is
is on
3 and 0 over here on the
and that one misses, so the
West
leadoff man will
Coast,
head down to first
Las
on
Vegas,
ball
Nevada.
4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And you know what? When
when
I first started for the first month or so,
no reason to tempt fate
I was at Legend.
So now
I got a lot of walks
Nick Williams, no hits to this point.
on the Legend difficulty, and it just carried over with the Hall of Fame.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
But, you know, that's a hell of an accomplishment, man, you know, because getting over 100 walks in a season,
think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts.
But at the same time, though, bro, I got over 100 strikeouts. So it's like,
and again a throw, and he'll dive back in.
So it's like, I'll walk, strike out, get a hit. Walk, strike out, get a hit.
A pause, and the 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as
So
he
to make me go
registers
like
his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Really
1 for
impressive
2, 1
pitching
for
right
2.
there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping into the box, Nolan Fontana popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Bishop is on his way home. And a relay home. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate.
So I got over 100 walks, over 120-something runs scored. That's the that was my pick.
That allowed the runner to come all the way
I'm
around.
actually impressed with the runs that I came in this year, bro. Over 120. I think that was like 135. I'm going to show y'all that stat.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I mean, this was a cool little season, man. Well, a great season, man, as far as like with the other
1-1.
stats.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Bishop racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Throw the ball, bro. I tripped on some dirt over there.
So stepping in, King Bishop.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
He might pitch to me. He might not.
From the stretch. Now
but I had to swing at that first one, though.
Crushed to deep left field, and the wind's going to grab it and take this on to Waveland Avenue, a home run.
I had to swing at that one, bro. You know, that was too close over the plate.
It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. So his remarkable season continues. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way.
So, you have a remarkable season like this. It's a chance for us to win 100 games.
4-0 the score tonight.
If we don't win
Chicago
the championship, bro,
to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
That's
Cordero earns the win, his second.
Season.
Hitoki Ikeda pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss.
That's an incomplete season. You know what I'm saying? Incomplete.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies are riding an 8-game win streak.
But, they said if you
run
win...
it to 9 next.
It used to be if you win 90 games, that was a good season.
Lucas Giolito will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, please
win 90 games,
on
that's a good season.
One of the keys to this guy is
hard to
throwing
win
strikes.
90
He's not a
games
big
in a season.
strikeout pitcher. Only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched.
Like,
so he's more of a
since 90 season,
guy,
90 games
and you'll know if he's on early, he needs to get quick outs early in counts.
At the plate, Jordan Weaver, and we are
you
set
win,
for
you
baseball
win 94
here this
games
evening.
or more, your squad had a hell of a season.
Pulled toward right center field. Bishop is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, keep in mind, man, my dude is not fast,
for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals.
He's not a fast finisher at all.
Opponent's winning streak.
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Thatcher. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. High in the air out to center field. Bishop has a play.
Like a subpar season.
No trouble
He's
with this
winning
one, and the inning is over.
18,
so
19,
no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major. Now batting, King Bishop. He went deep in the contest last night.
King Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Popped him up.
Wow. Yeah, that was a hanger.
Waits on it. Makes the catch,
That was a
and
hanger.
that'll
I
retire
missed
the
that one.
side. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless.
Yeah. I just got under that one.
Standing in, Chad Wallach.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 39. Chad Wallach.
The 1-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bishop is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. At the plate, Jordan Weaver. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jordan Weaver.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I want that
King
gold
Bishop,
glove.
his last at-bat didn't
I
go
want that
his
gold
way as he
glove,
popped
man.
out in foul territory.
I've been working hard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And
I've
a
been working
fastball to start
hard
things
trying
out
to make
here.
sure
Not close. It's a ball and
I
no
pay
strikes.
attention to
Right
what I'm
back
doing in
into
that
a good hitter's
outfield the
count now
entire
after what was
season.
a
I
pretty
told y'all that
dreadful
from
second
that
inning. He's
the
got to
first
start throwing a lot more strikes.
from
Quality strikes
preseason,
would help
from
too.
spring training,
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Changeup is gone. He's too a fastball. Changeup. All speed pitch.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul.
A little up. A little
First
higher.
and second here with nobody out.
And in the middle of the plate.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the
So as of right now, I'm the only player.
Sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there.
100 walks
Try to challenge him,
or
wake him
more
up
in the
from his
league.
spot.
Somebody's
Either
got
way,
89.
we'll see how it works.
I saw somebody with 89.
He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, man. Second on the team and runs batted in.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
Digging in, King Bishop. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
So for next season, I need to cut down or try to cut down on my strikeouts in that legend difficulty. That's
the
gonna be hard.
1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Boy, good inside
Because it's kind of
fastball
hard
right
to
there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from
time
getting those arms extended.
legend
A
difficulty
pitcher's pitch.
when you haven't been playing.
Now the 2-0 home.
You know what I'm saying?
Outside.
Like if you get up in the
3-0
morning
now.
and you try to play the legend difficulty, bruh, it's hard, homie. It's hard. It's really hard. It's like it takes you about 3, 4, 5 games to get adjusted to the speed of the ball.
Snuck
You know
that
what I'm
high
saying?
hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and
So
location
it's like,
he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
I would have to take batting practice. Like every time I get on the game, I would have to take batting
Here
practice
comes the
until I catch
3-1
up.
pitch. Very weakly
Until I
on the
catch the
ground.
speed of the ball.
Foul ball, strike 2.
Until I'm like, okay, my body is reacting. You know what I'm saying?
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses
My
ball
body
4
is
now. It's a leadoff walk to get
reacting,
the home half
or
of the 5th underway.
because you put a lot of
guys
stress.
throwing
This may
fire
sound funny,
lately,
but when
anything
you
close, so
try to
I think this
catch
is
up
the
with
way
the
to go
ball and you
here.
press
Get
X
the
or
bat
whatever
out of his
button
hands
you
any
use,
way that you can.
you strain it.
Digging
So
in,
it's like
Nick Williams. 1 for
sometimes
2
your
in the
reaction
ballgame
don't.
thus far.
It takes a while to catch up.
Ready with the 1 and 2. And a changeup
So it's
swung
like
on
I
and
would
missed for the
have
first
to
out.
Well, this pitching
take
staff has done a
batting
pretty good
practice,
job
and
right
that's
there.
low. I don't want
That's
to
the
take batting
4th
practice
time
and
he
then
struck out, and we're only
play.
in the 2nd game of this
You know what I'm
series.
saying? That's why I went down to Hall of Fame after the first month, because I'm sitting there like, dang, I can't wake up in the morning and play Legend right off the bat. There we go. We're going to come back.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch outside, the throw.
Damn.
Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick
the
throw and put the tag on
early.
quickly.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw.
Shit, I got picked off 10 times.
Into the box now, King. Bishop, he'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins.
I think the highest
extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
hitting streak I got was 20.
Before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He has to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here now the 2-2.
Okay, who is that?
Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
0-1 count and the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second.
Dude, I done came in like 100 and something, over 100 and...
I mean, that had to feel good.
I know
right
for
there,
sure
Dan.
it's over 125. I think I'm at 135.
They might have this
so
one
I got...
Boy, I tell you, those are always big. Those
over 100 walks.
Runs. Big RBI right there.
And over 130 runs. As far as like, I came in 130 something
He
times.
might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so
Crazy
great this
season,
one.
bro.
You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard sink. Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Lucas Giolito earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. Jose Barrios was only able to work. And as we join the ball game in progress, here we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning.
But you know what though? I played every game. Even when I pitched, I haven't missed a game.
Striding into the box, King Bishop will start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First offering on its way. Fastball down.
I actually want to sweep St. Louis.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
I actually want to sweep St. Louis.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
You can't win them all, you know what I'm saying?
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack, minimize pitches, and get these guys out in a hurry.
They got to fix that. But the crowd is saying MVP, so it's obvious that the crowd knows
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff
who I
hitter.
am, but the announcers is saying the pitcher, so I don't know. It's weird.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes.
Sometimes I get
Interested
those,
to see
man.
if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
The 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Sometimes I get those, so it's all good. I like to see that sometimes, you know.
Trying to check the swing there as this is hit to the left side. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Philip Park is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't.
Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
I want to show you that real quick. The runs. $137. That's bomb. It's hard to get 100. And yeah, somebody got 90, somebody got 93. So I got 105 walks in a season. But you know, I struck out a lot too. I got I got over 100 strikeouts. I think it's 1 or 2, but you know, it is what it is. Power going up more and more and more. I think that should give me the 91. Yeah, a solid 91 now. So we might win 50 games on the road and at home, man. That's a good accomplishment too. 5-1-1, 27, 5-6, 5, 26. Yeah, we did give up a lot of home runs this year, though. And it's funny,
now baseball under
the Padres, we might be playing these motherfuckers.
Chicago. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, we might be playing these guys right here, bro, in the playoffs.
Take place right after this.
And he's the best pitcher in the league.
Ken Charles, the California-born
Dude,
right-hander, is on the mound.
You got 29
please,
starts
what's the word
with
on him?
11
Hey, this
decisions.
guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5.
And he's going to get half,
which is saying
you know,
something
more
in
than
these
half of that
high-scoring
right there.
games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
And he's going to get 22 decisions and shit. It's crazy.
The windup and the 0-1. This is skied out toward right. Hayes has it in his sights. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
It ain't really been too much
to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup.
season,
Anybody
man.
catch your eye, Dan?
Chicago. It do be windy though.
Really
They got a lot of that shit on point though. It do be windy.
Now at the plate, King Bishop watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out.
Yeah, last time I faced that dude, he was
success with 2 out, and the bottom of the
coming down the
first
plate.
stays moving.
First strike
Nice
pitches.
execution right there,
I
Dan.
remember
Kept
that.
his front
'Cause
shoulder
I didn't
in,
do good.
kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base.
It's funny how I remember that.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Tyler Austin now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in now for San Diego, Julian Stewart. He got
I actually don't want to lose.
Who was a ground out victim last time. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Win 3 of the 4 or shit off.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So far I haven't made an error in the season. I'll show you guys that too.
Digging in to try it again. King Bishop. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get
I want to put an L
on
his record. This dude is like 15-1.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
The league's best pitcher against the league's best hitter. I like that.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat,
and that's how they've been pitching me. Hey, they was pitching me like that in the legend too.
Out there.
Here's Tyler Austin now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
I'm not stealing, bro. You know.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for
Because
strike
I don't
one.
remember his
Well, that's a
moves.
tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately.
And now they've got him in a rundown. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. Bishop aboard here at first with nobody out. Hard ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up
straight
on
pop
the
up.
infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
That looked like a bomb hit. That looked like that should have went out of the park, bro. Damn.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Fontana hit it hard but lined out in his first
Come on,
at-bat.
Nolan F. baby.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
There you go.
High and deep to right center. Fay ranging back to the track.
Let's go,
But he
let's go,
won't get
let's
there
go,
as
let's
it
go,
lands
let's go.
just shy of the wall. Bishop blows through the stop sign, headed for home.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
That
The
was a
pitcher
nice
was
hit.
spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Ready for
Nolan
another
F.
chance.
baby.
Bishop
I guess
as
I
the
gotta
switch
call him
hitter will
Nolan
take his
F.
cuts
baby for him to
left-handed
make some
here.
contact
And
with
this
the
is
ball.
the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed,
That's a home
hitting
run,
against
bro.
right-handed pitching.
And the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Backhanded. Throw on to first,
Man,
two
he
gone.
kind of like lollygagged that shit to the plate and I missed it. No score.
Ready once again, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Oh, we ain't gonna put an L on this shit. Somebody else.
He's set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Runner at second here with one man out. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball.
Good pitch. Fucking slider.
The next 0-2. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Hey, I usually swing at that, bro. That's why you threw it up there.
One out. A runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why
I usually
pitcher,
swing at that for some fucking reason with a 1-2 strike and they throw it up.
On base.
But I was sort of kind of waiting on it. See, you gonna do it again?
Here now the 2-2.
Yeah, see? Wow, bro.
Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And with men on base and two
He
away,
would have struck me out if I
this
was really
at-bat could go a long way toward
swung
deciding
and
this
died.
thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here,
a swing and a high drive to right center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with that, digging in once again, King Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And he'll try to crowd him there to
Hey,
start
they
the
will
at-bat.
walk
It's
me,
1-0.
homie. Don't get it
Runners in
twisted.
scoring position this
They
season.
will-
Bishop
they will walk
is hitting
me.
over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
I did pretty good with bases loaded this year. I did pretty good. I think I got 1 or 2 grand slams.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well,
Couple
when
of
the
hits,
pressure starts
you
to
know,
intensify,
some
it
base
often
clearing
feels
doubles.
like the strike zone
I
gets
did okay.
harder and harder to hit.
I
This
mean,
is
I
a big
think I've
spot
done
here.
pretty
6
good,
runs,
a
11
lot better
hits.
than the
No
previous
errors so
seasons,
far
man.
for the Cubbies. On a rope to the second baseman.
Wow. A little higher, bro. That was a double. That was a base clearing double.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
8-3 tonight. The Chicago Cubs with their 95th
Oh,
win.
he did put an L
Tops
on
in
it.
the division.
Yeah.
Ken Charles hangs win number 11 on his line as he goes
I just wanted
6+
to put an
innings
L
and
on his
allows
shit
only a
because he
pair
was
of base
16-1.
hits. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of
Matt Vasgersian.
Doesn't get much better than
It's
this.
still raining.
Afternoon
Game 2
baseball
raining.
from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, game 2 of this 4-game set between the San Diego
I know I said that it didn't rain a lot, but I think it did
Cubs
rain
baseball starts
a lot.
right now.
I think it did.
Evan Rankin, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the
What's
ball
the
as the
wind
starter
looking
in
like?
this one.
Let's check it out real quick.
Your take on
7 miles an hour.
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his
I
last 3
do
starts,
kind
he
of
has
feel
a
like
whip
they
of
should
over
make the win a little
1.50.
more
Lots
stronger
of
here.
base runners, lots of hits,
You
and
know,
lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances.
At
So
least
he's going to look to turn
max,
things
you
around
know,
in this
20
one here
miles an
today.
hour to actually make it effective on Wrigley Field.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ah.
To second, this could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more. Digging in now for San Diego, Jacoby Jones.
I think I need
and
to
you should
lead
take
it.
a look at the splits here. He's actually
team.
better
I think I
against
need the team.
right-handed pitching this season.
Double plays.
Now here's the drive out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. This year against right-handed pitching, Bishop is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
I hate when you say this shit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Bellinger's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger.
Dude, it's 2027.
Lifted in the air to center field. Bishop moves over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Before, I would try to get behind that line and try to like set myself up to get by that line, and I would misplace the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Once again,
so just go to the ball. On a line drive like that, somebody on base, and you see that, man, just go to the line. I mean, just go to the ball. You're gonna mess around and misplace that ball.
Swing and
see, that's what I was trying to do. I'll take that.
He got all of that
I sure did, because he threw that shit right down the middle.
Solo shot to right center. So his remarkable season continues, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle.
The last home run was 447.
And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Digging in and looking for more.
I hit 447.
He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't
447 right-handed, and this was 447, 449.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too
Have
low,
I hit
apparently.
a home run left or right the same game?
Really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen
And I
it
feel
rain
like they
all
need to show
afternoon.
the
Everyone, it's so
win
much
and
harder
the-
to concentrate
I
when it
think they need
rains.
to show that stat more often.
The 1-0. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that one just missed outside. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball
A
to
good
short.
pitch.
Jones
I see
fields
this
it
right
cleanly.
forward.
And there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now. King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. 8 runs, 14 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Damn.
Portable's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more fun here.
Yeah, we put hands on the first 2 games, so
That's usually the case
coming out
when
with
you
a
win a
split
game by
for
8
sure.
runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
8-0 the final today. The Chicago Cubs win for the 96th time, most in the division. Evan Rankin earns his 5th winner of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. MLB Network's coverage of Major League
Raining game
Baseball is
3.
on the air. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Garrett Cordero is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch on its way, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And set up behind the dishes, Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to get in the inside half, I'm okay with that.
Who'd ever remember you a big number 1?
If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
no, Mike Vick was number 7, sugar.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners going. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll hit down
number
to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this
14.
before,
I think I got hit
now
like
they
14,
really
15
don't
times
like him.
this year.
He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Oh, come on.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lim comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fay looking up.
Get out.
And that
good
one
shit,
is
bro.
gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters.
The next Cub up, King Bishop. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
I came around the score.
First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Fuck.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Another try at 2-2. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Gordon Vick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
I seen a pitcher draw that.
Push a run across here yesterday. They were shut out, so anytime they can score, that's on like that.
So in now for Chicago, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Lifted in the air out to left. Lim has it in his sights, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it's still 3-1. In now, Norman Fay. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Norman Fay.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is going to get there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit high and deep to right center.
Get there.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Padres down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. So digging in now, Carlton Fink. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
High in the air into shallow left center. De La Rosa is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now at the plate, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifts it into the air to shallow center.
Good. These two dudes pitching good this game.
Fink is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So next to the plate for the Padres, Cody Bellinger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I just hit a home run or some shit.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a
so that's cool. We won the first 3.
To an end, 5-1 the final score. The Cubs, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Now from the windy city of Chicago.
Told you this like, dude, I wanted to go 3-1.
Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the San Diego Padres. Lucas Giolito will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Standing in, King Bishop. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this isn't the greatest way to finish off a week. And Dero, one thing they'd love to do is win this Sunday finale and get out of here avoiding the sweep.
Yeah, Dan, it's been a tough start to the weekend without question, but maybe if they steal this one Sunday, get a little reprieve, get the media off their back.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away. Alan Cordoba hits next. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bishop moves over. He's got it 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the 3rd baseman over second.
Stepping in, Carlton Fink comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. High and deep to right center. Bishop has to roam straight back, but he has it for the 1st out. Now at the plate, Norman Fay. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
So it rained.
So a great job on a 1-2
all
pitch
4
to
games.
keep the inning alive. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him. Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hop.
So coming to the plate, Jacoby Jones. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Grounded back up the middle. Russell has it. Step on the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
King Bishop.
First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Jones on the move. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, King Bishop, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
I thought I was check swinging. Yeah, they couldn't have gone low on me, so.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Cordova is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Wow.
Now at the plate, King Bishop. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Damn. They got us this game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Greg Bird is on deck.
He sucks his ready.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fouled
Damn.
on.
Look at it,
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. two-run shot to straightaway center. So his remarkable season continues, and it's a 5-3 game now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian
They killed us. They killed me this game.
High in the air and deep to left center field. De La Rosa racing back, and it's gone as they add still another.
31, 114. That's a good season.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 31 for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The San Diego Padres jumped ahead in the 7th inning.
I think if I'd have had a good game, you probably would have won that. No, I didn't, so. At Miami, there's how many games you got after Miami? 1, 2, 3. That's 6. We got 9 games. 9 games after Miami. So we got 9 games left, and all we need to do is win 3 out of the 9. So we could just win 1 per series. 1, 1, and 1. We're gonna get 100. Yeah. So we got 2, 4, 6 games. That's 103 wins. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all the stats real quick, man. Right there, man. 374. Got 190 hits. I need 10 hits for 200, which is I never got before. Shit. 508. Still. We got 670. 508. I need to. I'm trying to get this top 50. 33 doubles, couple triples. I need 1 more home run to pass. That's 79. I was trying to get 191 RBIs, but I'm fall short of that. I got 141 runs. Came in 141 times. Based on balls, only 6. So that's pretty decent. Awards. I'm not gonna get it. Damn. Jeez, I want that so bad. Alright, I think I was fair American. Yeah, August and July. Damn. That was June, July, and August. That's bomb. Kind of started off slow for September, so I don't think I'm gonna get that one. That would be dope though. Anyway, man, it's your boy Lotso, and I'm out.